Hello everybody, and today we are doing a deck feature of one of my decks. It is just one that I really enjoy playing, so I just wanted to share it. I do the Karen Plays Your Deck features, but Karen gets to play Karen's decks as well. Today we have rooibos tea with a bunch of fresh ginger in it, very spicy. It's so good. Let's get down to some mass mutation deck analysis. So, we have double Mark of Dis, which I am just a big fan of. I love having two of those in a deck at all points. We have 20 creatures in an Obsidian Forge, so that's just going to be really good. 20 creatures with Dominator Bauble. And we have Grim Reminder, which is going to come up later to bring back our Sanctum and Saurian houses usually. I'll get to that shortly. So we have Gleeful Mayhem for a little bit of creature control. Double Drekker is very imposing for some steel. Picaroon is going to come up big later. This house is more about its synergy with the other houses. So let's talk about the Saurian. So as you can see, we have our all-important board clear with Axiom of Grisk. And we have Defense Initiative is going to keep our line in place. Double Octavia with a Ludo. And then we have double Faust, Dreadbone for spot removal, Lycosaurus for spot removal, and Xenosaurus also for spot removal. So the Saurian is really nice. We can like pop creatures right away, we can do the board clear, we can have board presence. And very, very interestingly, this Forum of Giants has been showing up big in testing for this deck. So basically, the Forum of Giants is out, and then I can have like a Picaroon sitting at like 11 power, or the Saurian is just pretty good at popping other creatures, so it's a ton of 5-power creatures, and you know, sometimes that's just enough to be the top, but it's also reinforced by our Sanctum, which is also high effective power. We have all of these cap enhancements landed in Sanctum, which makes the playabilities a lot more kind of effective on the Salvadors, because like instead of just giving that to the rest of the deck, you know, it's much less of a dead card. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capture enhancements in the Sanctum itself, in addition to a Bring Low. Double free markets will give you a very substantial rush, and then Armageddon Cloak and Shoulder Armor can keep things on the board. So you can like keep a Faust on the board to keep, or like keep a Ludo on the board. It can be absolutely really, really effective. Baldric the Bold also does very well with an Armageddon Cloak or the Shoulder Armor. But basically, every single turn you're putting creatures on the board, which is making the Obsidian Forge a lot more possible, and it is also making you know, the Bring Low more effective. It's making the Fausts more effective because, you know, you're kind of coating them with amber. It makes the Forum of Giants really, really effective. This is the first deck I've ever played where Forum of Giants is like OP. Like, hopefully I can show that off when I'm doing the deck feature here, but like honestly, like this deck has been winning so many games for me. And part of it is that I'm just getting an amber every turn for Forum of Giants. It is super cool. Very, very importantly, we have a Gorm of Alm, which gives us some degree of artifact control, which is really vital in a deck that has negative speed. But that being said, negative speed can be really good. So like I play a lot of Kodas that have slow speed, but a very like high degree of recursion. So the number isn't like huge here, but we have Grim Reminder in a deck with so many creatures. So basically, you know, you could, all of your Saurian gets wiped out, you play your disc turn, Grim Reminder, like all of the Saurian if things come up in the right order, and then boom, double Faust is down and cost is like 20, right? Like, because all of this Saurian like exalts on play effect. So you have the Mutants exalt on play effect, the Faust exalt on play effects, Dreadbone play effect, Shrix play effect. So you can actually like really substantially raise cost in one turn. Bring Low will give you a backup if your Saurian gets wiped. It's just a very, very high synergy deck. It's playing really, really well for me. It's above 80% win rate right now. So I just wanted to show it off. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let's play some games. Okay. I always have to like talk this out loud when I'm cool. Lots of people playing tonight, so hopefully no waiting for games, really. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Soddunmix Soddunmix, the Archaeologist of Change. Be playing against Dr. Sheep, who is pretty damn good at Keyforge, so we'll see how we do. Good luck, have fun. Let's see what he brought. Let me move myself to a better location. We have... Give me the deck list. There we go. Implosion, Gateway, Double Cinerette. Double Cinerette could be a problem. As a matter of fact, this could be a problem in general because we're seeing a little bit of a mirror match with things being coated in amber. Though he has the Dark Amber Vault, he has the Krizap. Gateway and Krizap. Yeah, this could be a pretty bad matchup for this deck, but we'll see how we do. I'm going to keep this hand. It will allow me to, let me check for artifact control here. It's going to let me play a first turn Obsidian, probably, is the way to do this. Probably a first turn Obsidian. Play 4 Saurian next turn, maybe? Maybe. I would love to have something to steal the Shrix. Chant of Hubris, okay, there, that'll give me an Amber to steal, which will make the Shrix playable. It's not worth doing 3 damage to anything, so I'm going to keep that unexalted. This is mostly I'm killing the Saurian so that it can get Grim Remindered later. So we're not going to focus too much on exalting stuff yet. We get another Saurian turn. Chant of Hubris is going to move a second Amber to Shrix. Faust Reaps, probably get this Centurion to fight into Citizen Shrix. Ooh, Defense Initiative. Even better for them. We have the fight ability here. Let's go Saurian and go with that strategy of getting our houses sorted. So I'm going to pop the ward on there. We're going to add Octavia to the hand. And put... Oh, these are 2 good cards. Which one is better? I think creature control is going to be really vital. So we're going to move Baldric to the bottom of the deck. I think that that's the way to do this. I think we go Faust for Faust. Yeah, I like that. Faust for Faust. Reap here, cost a 7. I can live with that. I'll probably go Sanctum and get Armageddon Cloak, maybe on Ludo. Curse of Vanity will exalt Gladiodontus and Ludo. Gladiodontus fights Ludo to set up. Okay. Very interesting. Using the ward ability on the Dark Centurion to do some creature control. We're definitely going to go Sanctum. I'm hoping for an effective, Gleeful Mayhem Mark of Display. But I can also do some Amber control here. So we're going to do Armageddon Cloak on Lord Golgotha. and bring low to capture 1 amber on each creature. There's the Grim Reminder to bring back all the Saurian. That's very effective. Should be quite good. We've got Kronos is going to archive a card due to the bonus icon. A very cool synergy in this deck. Like I said, this deck is like very much about its synergies. Is that Soulkeeper works really, really well, basically in this deck, because I can immediately kill my guy. So I can kill Gladiodontus, and I can also kill Kronos, and I can kill Dark Centurion, all in one play here, which is pretty cool. So we'll do Soulkeeper on Drekker, and then we play Lethal Mayhem, which will we kill Kronos. We kill Golgotha, but Armageddon Cloak protects. Dark Centurion will be dead, and then Gladiodontus will be dead. So you get a very, very effective play just off of Grim Reminder Soulkeeper. You can go like +2 on that, which is just dirty. We're going to archive Saurian, which gives us 5 cards in archive, which we can drop anytime we need. Forum of Giants in hand. How are we doing on creature control and their discards? Autoencoder comes down, and so does Universal Keylock. I haven't seen Gateway, and I haven't seen Krizap, so it's quite likely that I'll actually go Dis this turn. I think that that's correct. The Saurian is really tempting, because it's just such a good turn, but I don't think it's time yet. It can also like slow them down, hypothetically, if they're kind of worried about that coming out. I can also set up Picaroon at 10 power to enable my Forum of Giants. I can also purge a card from their hand in Dis by using Obsidian, and I can kill Adaptoid while dealing 3 to even Ivan. That feels really good. Hopefully we can purge a high-value card here. Purge is Mind Fire at random. No bonus icons on that. Free markets give us a pretty large degree of burst. Have a pretty productive Sanctum turn, probably. Plays Inspector. Does 1 damage to even Ivan to bring in Bonesaw. Okay, that's very clever. And an effective use of the damage enhancement. Snorret is killed from Bonesaw. And we get a Sanctum turn here. Okay. I'll use free markets to gain 3 amber for Dis, Saurian, Logos. We'll do shoulder armor here. Capture 1 amber onto Picaroon at 12 power. And I'll do this. Unfortunately, Forum of Giants get purged. So sad, so sad. I was just talking about how good that is in this deck, but, you know, what are you going to do? So, how am I doing on board? They still have Krizap and Gateway in deck. Sheep's a really good player, so he's probably holding them. At least one of them. Or has it in archives. There's 2 cards in archive. The AV comes down. Okay. We will go... Kind of like the dis turn. Yeah, I can prevent the key in dis as well. Okay. Yeah, that's a good mark. So we go dis, mark. We're going to use Dominator Bobble to capture 2. Picaroon fights. Play Drecker. Nothing that I want to kill. That's fine. We have Mark of Dis. Okay, that's pretty good. I think Sanctum is the way to go. We go free markets, we check, we capture 3. I could also like I could go and like dump the whole Saurian and then be in a situation. Be in a good situation. I think I like the Sanctum turn the most though. We capture it all, and we sort of force one of the board clears out without losing our archives. So I think that that is the best play here. Okay. Defense initiative could be huge, because if he doesn't clear board, then I can put Ludo out. We've got Dis, which almost definitely means Gateway. Should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Amber to the pool. That'll put him at 9. Easily covered in Saurian. Oh no, we're not seeing a board clear. We're seeing Snarette, Waking Nightmare. Very, very clever to hold the key off. That's awesome. Really, really top-notch opponent. In cheap as always. Implosion is played to kill Snudge and Drecker. Okay, I'm gonna mark him into Dis here. Fight with Picaroon. And we reap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could get a key at like... That's not worth it, I think. Yeah. Almost definitely see a gateway here. Okay, the Pale Star, that's, yeah, okay, so the Pale Star. Okay, so no check. I can check by going Sanctum and just reaping. I think that that's the way to go, and then we have a massive Saurian turn if anything is threatened. I think the really powerful thing about this deck that's kind of sneaky is that it can just do so much. Like with its double mark, it can do so much with the double free markets. Like it's surprisingly bursty, which makes it a very good like kind of anti-meta for mass mutation. We get probably Effervescent Principle in Logos and a Krizat maybe. Krizat. No EP though. Yeah, that was just a mistake. Okay, plays EP to save himself. Happens to the best of us for sure. What do I do? I think I use my Saurian, force the gateway, and then just hope to like draw Amber, I think. I can use Gorm to destroy Dark Amber Vault. And then that will enable me to use the Dreadbone effect. Okay. I mean, we're definitely going to get gatewayed, but that's not the point here. Do we maybe destroy autoencoder, or do we do... Snurret, Picaroon, Infomorph. There's a lot of... Yeah, I think we're kind of checking enough where we can destroy DAV. So Citizen Shrix. We put down a Ludo, we put down a Faust. We ward everything here. They use Dreadbone, put it next to the Bulwark for the Assault to kill Infomorph. We have double Exalt abilities here to do damage to Odd Clawed. To destroy more. I think that I just put this out. Like I said, I know I'm walking into the gateway, but I think the opportunity to force a bad play here. Like, I don't think that there's a great turn to be had in Dis here, you know? But this board has to die, or I just do Obsidian. I could be wrong if I'm missing something. We get the gateway, I'm sure. All of the amber is removed due to the Ludo, which just is really, really good. We can then... What can I do? I think I just reap and play the defense initiative for another check. Dr. Sheep says, I can at least drag it out, but I am not winning. Happens to the best of us. Gladiodontus. Probably see some kind of Faust thingamabob. Yeah. Faust can bring cost. I might just play Axiom to get rid of the Faust. Like, kill Snurret via a fight. Chant of Hubris. Puts an Amber on Ludo. Plays defense initiative himself. Super lame. Spoils. Oh boy. Yeah, I think I fight the Snurret. With the Faust, maybe? And then I could fight... I could kill their Faust and Snurret just by fighting. I think that's the way to go, is just to push check here. Even though it opens me up to some potential problems. But I think just checking high and getting rid of the Faust could potentially be good enough. Or at least like put him in a situation where he's not taking great turns. I could ward my Luvo with the Axiom. No, because then it would just kill the... yeah, no. We just check again. Krizap again. Adaptoid. Discards Infomorph. Plays Causal Loop for a cap. Plays Causal Loop again. And that's game. Okay. GG, well played. Okay. So yeah, let's do at least one more. That was a very good showing for this deck against something very strong. I'm actually really, really impressed. Okay. Recording. I'm always thinking that I missed something. So we really got to see a max effectiveness on the Grim Reminder, like early Grim Reminder just being... even though I pulled it in the top half of the deck, just because I pulled a bunch of Saurian to start the game, being able to drop that at any time was like super effective for me. We got to see the Mark of Dis with like really like maximum effectiveness. That's probably like what won the game, in addition to being able to burst with the free markets. But we forced him into two very suboptimal turns with the marks, and then bursted ourselves, or got the board going. So I think in this deck, this recursion plus the Mark of Disruption really makes up for a lack of speed pretty substantially. Okay, we're up against Dr. Sheep again. And I think, is this a rematch? This is indeed... no, this is slightly different. Let me make sure I know what I'm seeing here. We have a Mark of Dis, Waking Nightmare, Grim Reminder, a Captura this time. This could be more of an issue because it's more capture-centric. The double Cronus can be bad. We have win conditions, though. We have to mulligan that, because, oh my god. We got, like, you ever get, like, a worse version of the same damn hand, you know? Like, okay. We're gonna open up a Golgotha. That's gonna give us a way to wipe the board of, like, multiple Cronuses, which was really important. Spoils. Plays Spoil of Battle, plays Imperial Road, okay. I think I play Sanctum again to keep moving the same house. And get towards that, kind of statistical, positive kind of situation. Eclectic Imagery, and so that's double. 4 cards in Archive. Yeah, it's very vital that I get the Cronuses dead as soon as possible, so I'm more than happy to take a turn to do that. I'm also sorting again, trying to get into into like a 4-card situation here. It'll also set up our Forum of Giants pretty well. We're gonna keep ourselves in a situation where we leave Gorm of Alm out until the Amphora comes down, and then immediately destroy that. There's no other like good artifact. I mean, the Imperial Road can be very effective, but it's nowhere near the effectiveness of Captora. Especially with 4 cards in Archive, it's quite likely that he has it. Okay. We have Inspector, Relentless Creeper. Plays Grim Reminder to bring back both Cronus, probably. Okay, yep. So... yeah, I'm not like in love with this turn, but I think it's my most effective turn. Cost 8. I can't kill the Inspector, because that will put me in a situation where I could lose my Grim Reminder. So we'll kill Relentless Creeper and try to disincentivize the Drekker turn. I think that that's the smartest move here. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Saurian is the call. Plays Axiom of Gris. Which will destroy... okay. Purges free markets. It's better than Grim Reminder, but it's a big hit. Discards Axiom. Okay, that's... both Axioms are gone now. That's really big. Okay, so we have... he's out of board clears, which is really vital for us to take note of. Okay. I think I just play the Dis. I don't think there's really an argument for any other turn. We'll play Drekker next to the guy with armor. And Inspector on the other side of Drekker to get 2 unappealing fights. Keep Grim Reminder in case this Saurian gets... well, it's not going to get wiped, though. It's still a very high value card. Both Axioms are gone. 6 cards in Archive. I don't think I can lose this high value of a play with 6 cards in Archive. Yeah, I like keeping it here. Logos is the call. Both Chronos will be dropped. Archives are taken, obviously, in order to drop the Chronos. Demobot comes down. And that has a capture and a draw enhancement. Archives 2 cards off of each Chronos. Lycobot comes down, which has the Skirmish and the Reap discard ability. Discards the Archivist, should probably try to get that in there. Okay. Sanctum Call is the easy decision here. The only bad thing being that I can't do much to destroy both Chronos. Okay, so we go free markets. A few. We're going to put Armageddon Cloak on Faust to keep cost going. Salvador will fight one of the Chronos, gain an Amber in the process. We'll use Bulwark to capture an Amber onto Inspector, raising cost to 11. shoulder armor. Maybe I should have left Snarette on the edge. But I like having a 6 power guy with 2 assault here. Especially with the forum. Okay. The line looks very good right now. Logos is the call. Effervescent, great response to that burst. Reaps with Lycobot to use that ability. Uses Imperial Road to play Dark Centurion. Discards Beware the Ides and draws a card. Kronos Reaps, and okay, so we gain an Amber off of Forum of Giants and Forge Key. I think that Saurian is the call. I'm going to put Dreadbone and give it the Assault ability, despite losing the shoulder armor. That's really, really valuable. So, 3, I have the ping damage, so I can kill Kronos easily with that. So I can use Dreadbone to kill the 4 power. That's very good. I'm going to use the Exalt ability to kill this Kronos. Yeah, I don't need to do any. Capture deck kills this one, says Sheep. It doesn't seem like the best matchup since he's lost the... Well, he knows that the Axioms aren't going to be maximally valuable here. I'm going to Exalt and Ward the Snarette and the Faust to keep cost very high at 13. Turn there. We have Ludo on a big board, so it could be good enough to just kind of like reboot and play Ludo, maybe fight the board clean. We shall see. Plays Dis, takes Relentless Creeper into the hand. We could see a Mark of Dis here that could be very effective to basically skip a turn on me. If he chooses Sanctum, plays Waking Nightmare to raise cost. Dino Fiend. We haven't seen Mark yet, right? Yeah, Mark has not fallen. Dino Fiend has the Destroy ability. I'll probably use my Axiom here. Okay, deals 1 damage, which means he probably doesn't have the... Okay, there's the Mark to deal with his Alvador. That's the worst possible scenario here. That sucks, and we give him an Amber off of Galatops. Just super not ideal. Mark of Dis is a problem. There's no way for me to avoid it, though. It's not like I misplayed into Mark or something. I think it might be worth just killing Snudge. Because I'm not gonna, the Amber barely matters. And Snudge can be extremely disruptive. It's also unlikely that he would go Dis again. I don't like having Snudge on board. I think it's worth more to kill it. We can clear quite a bit with Axiom next turn. And Faust is warded. We've got 2 stunned Saurians, 1 Logos creature. So in order to kill Faust, he would have to take a very bad Dis turn, basically. Whereas if I left Snudge, he could take a more productive Dis turn with 3 creatures. Unfortunately, Galatops is going to give him another Amber, but a board clear with Axiom next turn Could be enough to seal the game, kind of. Plays Stirring Grave, which archives the Archivist. Very cool. Very, very cool. I've actually, you know, I don't know if I've ever seen the in combo, which seems really obvious, but I've always seen people like getting it in there with autoencoder and like hoping for the best. I've seen sloppy lab work, but it's a nice little synergy there. We have a second Stirring Grave to archive Faust. There's a fight here with Dino Fiend. To kill Drecker as well, because of the fight ability. Okay. We give an Amber for Galatops. I think I just go Saurian, clear the board. Ward Snarette. I can put Amber on this so that it doesn't die. Ward Snarette raises cost to 13. And then we can play our Ludo. That's a very strong position. Despite the Mark of Dis, the board advantage is too much with only Axiom as the board clears. Not totally out of the woods, but I think Logica discards Eclectic. Eclectic is played to archive 2 cards, 4 cards in archives with Archivist. Draws a card off of Research Smoko. Diametric Charge is going to deal splash damage. Try to shake off that Ludo. Okay, I think I just rebout here. I don't think that there's any other reasonable. And then we threaten with another Amber with Forum of Giants. We keep Gorm because okay, that's GG. Oop. Okay, well played, no rematch. So that's going to wrap up the video for me today, but I'm going to do a quick kind of recap on the deck. Just, you know, I mean, we just saw it work, but I'm really excited by it, and it's really performing. I mean, we got to play 2 games against a very good player, bringing good decks, and it really performed well against a deck that only had Axiom. And, you know, you could make the argument that this deck only has Axiom, but the board can really, really put in work. Gleeful Mayhem plus the upgrade, the Soul Keeper, can really, really do a lot of work. It's just a really well-rounded deck, and every single turn you're putting creature pressure on, you're generating Amber, or you're massively upping costs. The board is enough of a threat to, you know, be something that needs to die, but then once it dies, you have Grim Reminder to back that up. Double Mark of Dis will slow down your opponent to get the game at the speed that you want. Forum of Giants will gain you an Amber a lot of turns. I really, really enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing one of my favorite Mass Mutation decks. I pulled this. I pulled this in the Mass Mutation sale. This is probably my favorite that I pulled in this sale so far. I have a few more displays to open from that, but I really like this, and I think this deck would have been easy to, you know, not think about as really, really good, but it's actually performing very, very well for me. If I go to my decks, you can see that Soddunmix is 19-3 right now with an 86.36 win percentage. So these synergies are really paying off. It's amazing to see such a slow deck. Like, I know that it has big plays, but like, it's a slow deck performing really, really well in a Mass Mutation meta. So anyway, you guys have a nice day, and I'll see you next episode.